Undertaker. 21 MVP medals. 1 major, 1 Intel Grand Slam, 3-time Best Player of the Year, Sasha, the GOAT. This is s1mple Return. Will the GOAT of CSGO return to the new game in CS2? If so, how will he do and where can he go? All questions will be answered in this video, but first, my name is Bill Burlington. I love talking about Counter-Strike, and if you do too, please consider subscribing down below and liking, subscribing, and you know, all those good stuff. It's been very nice and very pleasant talking to you guys. We did a 500 subscriber giveaway and here is the result. Alright, let's do the giveaway. The wheel is ready. Let's spin it. If you want to have a chance to win a skin, please like, subscribe, and join the Discord server where you can also talk Counter-Strike. Oh, it's already done. Let's see who won. 20 D Panda. It's hard to pronounce, but congratulations to you. You get a nice little 40 euro skin. The people who have entered the giveaway did this by simply joining the Burlington Big Shots Discord server. If you enjoy playing Counter-Strike, watching Counter-Strike, and talking about Counter-Strike, then consider joining the Burlington Big Shots Discord server, because that's what we all do down there, and it's been a blast and better than I even expected. So thanks for everybody who already joined, and let's get on to the video. Many people say that the great one is done.
But someone surely takes a swing at fucking s1mple. I mean, he's there, bro.
Jason,
he's there.
Jason thinks he's done.
I think he's done.
He's there. You can give him a fucking season,
Mate,
man.
he's toast.
You can give you can give him a season.
I think he's toast.
Falcon.
And many of my subscribers think he's washed and he's not motivated anymore, and the s1mple era is over. Even ex-coach Blade says the same thing, saying he's not up to snuff by saying this. Start playing online tournaments with tier 3 teams to get back into the swing of things. Yeah, it's... So, is s1mple done? To answer that question, we have to see how s1mple ended up on the bench in the first place. s1mple got benched in late 2023, early into their international project. But s1mple already talked about taking a little break from the competition in 2022, saying this. Maybe I will take a break because I need to do things in life. Like I need to move, I need to get a lot of documents. When you have tournament after tournament, you just have no time. He says the entire year was stressful due to the conflict between Ukraine and Russia, where the major winning lineup was being torn apart due to the different nationalities. He stated, when the war started, we were mentally destroyed. And things went from bad to worse with him saying this. I live everywhere, just traveling, and I have become mentally tired of this. With him adding, for example, I don't have a flat right now, or a house where I can always live. The world was crashing down on s1mple. Nothing was going well. His career wasn't going well, his team was falling apart, his country was at war, his house, didn't know where to live, his worry about family members, of course. So it is understandable that in late 2023 he decided to take a break from competition. He gave the reasons: take care of other people, fix documents so he can move maybe or get a visa or anything, and to work on his Play Like s1mple Counter-Strike educational online classes. But another reason was s1mple hated the game. Yes, the game wasn't perfect, I admit it was early stage, and I believe there was some genuine frustration from the once GOAT, but I think s1mple needed rest. He has been performing on the highest levels, he has been in the running for the biggest trophies for years now. He has one of the most demanding and hardest working ethic that even a David Goggins can grow tired of. He has a war going on in his country, and his once fans are berating him for not being on the front lines. Yeah, really. But after a few months, s1mple was ready to return. But the worst thing that could happen happened, because Natus Vincere won their second major without him. The Na'Vi lineup at the time wasn't even doing particularly well, and there were a lot of rumors that s1mple would eventually come back. When Na'Vi won the major, I was worried that this major trophy would put a spanner in the works for s1mple's return, and I was proven correct when s1mple came out saying this. Na'Vi won the major, so some plans have changed. Now, unable to come back to avoid any possible disruptions in the now international lineup, s1mple was now left without an org to play for, and stuck in contract jail with a hefty price tag. But if there's one org who can pay for a hefty price tag, it's Falcons. Falcons weren't doing particularly well at the time. What am I saying? Falcons have been bad since they started competing. But s1mple's hunger and calls for competition were answered, with Falcons signing the player on a short loan where he got to play one singular online match for a qualifier where they lost 2-1. Is s1mple back? No, he only top fragged one of the maps and the other ones he was lackluster. A sign that s1mple is washed? Of course not! Fucking grow up. It's one map. Online. Alright, calm down. But that was the only chance s1mple got, and now it was back on the bench. And look at the pro scene passing you by and seeing your ex-team cementing themselves as the best team of the year without you. Was s1mple growing bitter over this? I mean, it's not for me to say, but if it was me in that situation, it's kind of annoying, you know? Like, everybody's having said, you're like, well, I should be in that team, you know? That's just, it's a bit annoying. And I think there is a little sign in that. Maybe I'm reading too much into this, but he tweeted this, where s1mple complained the crowd was rooting for Na'Vi and giving positions away. It's fair, like, I don't like the crowd giving info as much as the next guy. And if you're one of those people, boo, stop it, don't do that. But it's just a little bit funny that his ex-team is winning without him, and s1mple accuses the fans for helping them cheat. I'm probably reading too much into this, just go to the next point. But luckily, s1mple was slated for success with his second stint in the Falcons roster to qualify for the Perfect World Shanghai Major. Sadly, things didn't go s1mple's way with lackluster results and a second to last place finish. Can I blame s1mple? No. No one could perform in this Falcons lineup for the better time of a year, and this team was dead the moment they landed in Shanghai.
He's shown flashes. It's also, bro, that Falcons team, give me a fucking break.
I was joking.
Whoever you put on that lineup was gonna suffer,
doomed. It was
right?
doomed.
So,
what this stint did tell me is that s1mple is not done yet. Because the pre said this in an interview with HLTV Confirmed about playing with s1mple in this qualifier.
Like, there's no doubt that he's like super talented in the way he sees the game, and he has that sixth sense. Obviously, it's not the same s1mple back, as you mentioned, like back in the years. But I still think it was a nice time to a certain degree. I mean, it obviously also was difficult to play with him because, you know, he also had his expectations and he wanted to show that he was capable of coming back and playing like a top tier level. And I think it was just an attempt to try and spark something within the team.
That tells me he is still hungry. The news broke that s1mple wasn't joining Falcons, with Sasha saying this: I'm not moving to Falcons. The question is, did s1mple refuse, or did Falcons opted against signing the benched GOAT? It wasn't stated anywhere specifically, but I fear it was the latter. Because the problem in Falcons was so big that a s1mple shaped solution would fall right through. Sorry if my metaphors are confusing. I believe that since then, s1mple's hunger to return has grown larger and larger. Especially because his biggest rival in the form of ZywOo has been winning every single MVP medal under the sun. ZywOo has tied up with s1mple in seemingly every significant race to prove who is the modern GOAT of Counter-Strike. They are now tied with most number 1 and number 2 appearances in the HLTV top 20. And with ZywOo even taking the lead in the MVP medal race with 23 MVP medals, where s1mple is lagging behind with 21. And with successful year ZywOo is slated to have this year, go check out this video over here, this lead is expected to grow even bigger. Do I believe s1mple will ever overtake ZywOo again? I don't think so. Does s1mple believe that? Definitely not. That's the mindset that makes s1mple the GOAT.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And now we're back to present time, with s1mple talking to streamer Avalone and saying this: I have some offers. Kind of. Something. He followed up saying, the price is going down every time as time goes by. You are no longer worth the money, because no one knows what shape you are in. Things are looking dire. His contract will run out in 2025, and I believe it's around August to the end of the year. So, to answer all the questions we had, is s1mple gonna come back? How will he do? And where will he go? We know he is hungry.
s1mple, I don't know, man. If he just comes in with that, there's nothing.
He's back on the market soon.
Spray to take down Hunter. That is a lot of production. Oh no! Esperanto! He wanted more out of it, now s1mple!
But is he washed? I don't think so. I think s1mple will be back in the HLTV top 20 next year with a decent team. But I don't think he's able to compete with ZywOo anymore. Nor can he keep up with the new phenom on the block, Donk. But s1mple has something to offer as a player ZywOo will never beat him at. Aura. Absolute cinnamonness. s1mple is a player that brings fans.
s1mple just made it to the window now. Gets a beautiful shot on Olaf, mind you, but he's only with a deagle. He elected to bring that into this round because they're looking to try and get the AWP out. It may not matter. Oh my god, s1mple.
And creates them.
Maybe s1mple could go Super Saiyan here. It's going to be the quick execute on one. A second follow-up as well. s1mple looking for more headshots. He's only got 7 bullets left, and Dennis is alone, and s1mple will close out.
It's a name that makes people tune in for a match.
Flash was good, but s1mple better. All right. Down goes Hades and Madden. And a missed shot there with a little spice on it.
Which he did in an unimportant best out of 1 where he pulled in 160k viewers alone. But you can't build on s1mple anymore. He's a player to add to your ranks for firepower, but he's not a player anymore to build your team around. So which teams can benefit from the GOAT? Here are some teams s1mple can join and improve, and is also possible to join, and why. Who can use s1mple? G2. G2 lost their superstars, and with that, their identity. This team doesn't feel like a team anymore. s1mple is a star, brings in viewers. He's a player worthy of the G2 tag. And they have the money. They sold Nico and m0NESY for crying out loud. They have the money. G2 are due a gamble again, like when they went after m0NESY, which worked out very well. The chance of this already being G2's intentions is rather large, with them signing Hades as an interim AWPer. And with the signing of Hades, which, my apologies, but is quite of an unremarkable AWPer for an organization the size of G2, it could be a great way to bridge the time until s1mple's contract runs out so they can get him. Nada sincere. In another video I explained how Na'Vi is slowly falling apart and running on their last legs. And they have s1mple on the bench just sitting there. He is adaptable, he can rifle, he can AWP, he can hybrid. s1mple is a fan favorite and a franchise player of the Ukrainian organization. And I don't think they have to kick their AWPer wonderful. They could try and steer towards that Ukrainian and Russian speaking lineup so they can get that Ukrainian pride back. For more details, go check out this video where I will explain more about this ID. Team Liquid. By the time s1mple's contract has run out, Ultimate has been playing for Team Liquid for over a year now. He will have had enough time to show what he can do and get done in the server. And if Team Liquid isn't satisfied with him, I think adding s1mple as the AWPer is not the strangest thing in the world. People can remember s1mple has already played for Team Liquid in the past, but left due to homesickness and other things. But living back in Ukraine isn't as attractive as it used to be. Ninjas in pajamas. I know. Listen. AWP has a surprisingly good relationship with s1mple, with him having stood in for the organization a few times in the past. It has since then become an international lineup, and therefore a possible place for s1mple to end up. And the organization is not shy of making a blockbuster signing. Just look at when they signed Device from Astralis for a hefty price. And AWP works a lot with the Saudis already, and therefore get a lot of money being affiliates to the Esports World Cup and also doing a lot of business in China. So they definitely have the money. And AWP needs to do big things to come back into contention next year and be a team people talk about. And I think s1mple could be just that player. FaZe. As of the time of recording this, FaZe are kinda horrible. Like one of the worst we have seen him in a long while. The Elise experiment is not working, and I fear there's gonna be big changes if things don't get better soon. What those changes can be, I don't know yet, but I will make a video about that in the future, so subscribe for that one. To give a sneak peek, I believe Brokey is way too inconsistent for this team and is costing them more games than he's winning for them. Possible position for s1mple to take over? So in conclusion, s1mple is hungry and ready to come back. His contract is slowly running out, and I definitely believe there's a few teams that should be on the lookout to add the unstoppable superstar on their roster. My name is Burnington. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, or join the Burnington Big Shot Discord server where we talk Counter-Strike, watch Counter-Strike, and, you know, play Counter-Strike. Tell me what you think. Do you think he's done? Do you think a team should pick him up? And in case, what team should pick him up? Many viewers, including myself, love talking about Counter-Strike so much that we continue talking on the Burlington's Big Shot Discord server. So feel free to join and hang out with like-minded individuals. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.